What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Gutsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. So, we meet again. How unpleasant.
I'm sorry, Olivia. We won't keep you long. Perhaps you could tell us if you've seen Natasha.
She hired you and you already lost sight of her? That's unfortunate.
We should have met her, but she didn't show up. Should we be worried?
Are you asking me that? I haven't seen her since she was on stage. Not like I was paying any attention to her or anything.
Thanks, sweetheart. We won't bother you anymore.
Thanks, Olivia.
Don't mention it.
You think the guy's taking a shine to Olivia now?
Why should I care? And while we're at it, why do you care?
Me? I don't care at all.
And why do you ask?
What? Stop bugging me.
Hello again, Bojack.
Please don't call me that, sir.
You're right. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Well, if you really must know, I'm Lance, sir.
Okay, Lance. Listen, it's very important.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get me involved in anything. I just want to get my shift over with and go home to sleep. Relax. There won't be a problem. Just answer the questions honestly. If I must, let's give it a try.
Right, kid.
Lance.
Lance. Yeah. So, have you seen Natasha since her performance?
Oh, no. Don't ask me anything about Miss Gutsenko and Mr. Westler. It could cost me my job or even more. Hey, it's a matter of national security.
It could be.
Yeah, see? It could be. So, if you help, you won't only be helping us, but the crown and the whole city of Clawville. Oh, okay, alright, just stop that chicken shit, will ya? I saw Natasha, yeah. She came down, spoke with someone, then stormed out the front door.
And then what happened?
She came right back in 2 or 3 minutes later, soaked to the bone. She was in a hurry. She went up to her suite, then came back down and left.
And you haven't seen her since?
I genuinely haven't seen her ever since, sir.
Thanks, Lance. You've been a great help.
I'm happy to hear that. So Natasha had left?
Seems so, but she never arrived at the weekend house.
Then
we'll stay with the original plan. We'll gather our thoughts at the office and go over everything we know.
Okay, Boss Bird. Lead the way.
had no choice but to continue the investigation where it started. In that shady little apartment I called home. The only lead was the list Fillmore gave us, with all those imposing names on it. But what could it mean? And why did Natasha keep it secret from us? But most importantly, what did all this have to do with Deborah's death? The trail started to get cold, and so did the air outside. There was something unsettling in the black clouds, hiding all the stars. I prayed that they didn't bring an early snowfall. The night was already painful enough.
So, what are we doing here?
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. Figure out what's next.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
Let's take a look at what we've learned so far. So, how did this whole case start? Threats are meant for Natasha, no doubt about that. There was something Natasha didn't speak about. Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret. this list. I know only one person who moves in circles high enough to know where it's from. Lewis. We must ask him if we want to get out of this dead end. So, the card is, maybe a dead end. The piece of painting, too.
But the list Fillmore gave us...
Exactly. Full of those imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar!
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis. Exactly.
Of course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the Bunny Man?
Well, since he owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his number?
By heart. 555-932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
Hey, Lewis, sorry to disturb you, again. Could you come over to my place? I have a question for you. It's very important. It's about a case.
A real case? With the chicken police? Of course, Sonny. I'll be over in a few minutes.
Thanks, pal. I owe you one.
One? Just a second.
Thanks, Lewis. Again.
Oh, don't mention it. Besides, it was my big dream to help you with a serious case.
Well, let's hope you can help. What can you tell me about this list, old pal?
Well,
these names... I know half of them personally. Maybe even more.
I knew it.
But I have no idea what kind of list this is.
here we go.
But these are all members of the upper class. Politicians, business people. Oh my. Even the commander of the Royal Guard.
Damn.
But I really don't know what it means.
So, is it a dead end?
I'm afraid so.
Deborah, the girl who came to me tonight.
Yes, she's a very lovely young lady.
Where did you take her after you two left?
Where she asked me to Flowerville.
Flowerville? Rochester Street 37?
Yes, exactly. Why?
Cluck.
Did something happen?
Nothing good, Lewis. Nothing good.
This?
This?
Oh, my goodness.
I think we have a bingo, gentlemen.
You see, I also have one of these.
A card? Like this? Really?
Yes. It's a membership card to a very exclusive club.
How exclusive?
Very.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does SN mean, Lewis?
It's the sweltering Nile.
But that's a...
Well, yes, it's a brothel, but it's not like that. It's something completely different.
Calm down, Lewis. We're not going to tell anybody.
Thank you so much. It is rather embarrassing.
Listen, Lewis. How do we get in?
You want to get in? Well, if you show them this card, they'll surely let you in, but it will be obvious you're not regulars there.
We're used to that.
So, are we going to a luxury brothel?
Correct, Marty. Thanks for the help, Lewis. I owe you one. For the third time today, I think.
I don't know what you said to him, but after you finished, he almost immediately van disappeared.
Really? That's suspicious.
Or he had business elsewhere. It's New Year's Eve. Everybody's going somewhere.
I didn't see her after the show. If I'm not mistaken, she usually leaves when everyone else has already left.
What else do you know about her, Lewis?
Oh, not much. What everybody knows. She was a dancer, then a backing singer, then star, and then club owner.
We found out as much already. Do you think she'd fled the Stavonian massacre? That's why the secrecy.
Do you mean the massacre of the royal family? I'd say her accent is a dead giveaway, and her name too, though it's undoubtedly an alias.
So it's possible that she is a part of the royal family?
I don't think so. Nobody could have survived that awful night.
You're probably right. What should we know about the place, Lewis? Besides what they're dealing in there?
No, it's an elegant and exclusive place. Not everybody visits them for that, you know. Some animals just go for company.
I see. I guess it's mostly visited by the upper class.
Mostly, yes. The wealthy who have a taste.
Yes, of course.
Is it true what they say, that it's some kind of hidden stronghold of the royalists?
The Nile is a proud herald of the coexistence of all the species, yes, but stronghold? I don't think so.
But the place must be an eyesore for the separatists, right?
Oh, don't worry for the girls, Sonny. They can defend themselves quite well. The separatists wouldn't dare to go near the place.
Well, we'll see what they have to say about these two old cocks.
That was a little bit, equivocal.
May I ask what you have gotten yourself into? This looks serious.
It's complicated, Lewis, but nothing good. I can tell you that much.
Ah, is there anything else that I can help you with?
Maybe there's something. Look, I'm sorry I dragged you into this, Marty.
Don't be. I would have been bored to death, still be on that shooting range.
And Laura, what about her?
She's used to it. Every New Year's the same. You know, since that special one.
Don't say it.
A bloody New Year's. Yeah. So Laura's probably at home, waiting for me on the couch, staring into a candle and killing a bottle of wine. Or two.
You can get out of this any time. You know that, don't you?
If you start something, finish it, right? Let's just make it through alive, okay? Or Laura will bite off my head. Literally.
I'm on it, partner. Marty's delight, we were heading toward the most exclusive brothel in Clawville. The separatists and those opposing the monarchy hated the place, just like they hated everything that supported interracial relations and peaceful coexistence of all species. So the place wasn't just a brothel, it was a symbol. But just like a brothel is not a worthy symbol, Clawville failed to turn out the way it was intended.
Well, here we are. The kingdom of long legs, silky skin, and fluttering lashes. We've arrived.
Calm down, Marty. Watch your blood pressure.
I don't even know. Good gods!
Hey, keep it down, Marty.
I see it now. Of all that's furry.
Yes, it's very furry. Or more like, shaggy. That woman, she's familiar.
Do you think it's her? The broad from the Bloody New Year's?
God damn it, Marty, do you have to say it out loud? It gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps, more like.
Anyway, I don't know if it's really her. I always get confused by the exotic ones, but yeah, maybe.
Honestly, it gives me the creeps.
Yeah, me too. Holy fur. You swallowed so hard, the whole place shook.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen anything like this before. Is this even legal?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Vice?
You really must be joking. Vice in Clawville?
Okay, I was pulling your leg. But still, it's a little hot in here.
Oh, cool down, Marty. Don't even look over there. Remember Laura, your wonderful girlfriend, whom you love more than anything.
You don't need to tell me. All I'm thinking about is her.
With a hatchet in her hand.
More like my nuggets.
That's...
Laura.
That's it, Marty.
Laura. These brides are elegant, just like Laszlo said.
Lewis.
What do you think could be the old rabbit's type? Fluffy tails, furry ears, a raspy tongue?
Oh, for the love of all the gods, stop it.
But just think about it.
Please, shut up, Marty.
She's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for stripes.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself. And let's get out of here quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
You can. Ask about the weather, or how's my lower back. Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Nah, old fart. Yeesh, that guy's stare gives me the creeps.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
What did you just say?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing.
Is he a bouncer or a guest? I'd rather not ask. Beauty is relative.
How young is this girl? Damn.
This place is clucked up.
Do you think they're forced to do this?
Marty, we're not here for that. Just for the information we need.
Yeah, but you know what, Sonny? We're fortunate to be able to choose what we do with our lives, huh?
You are, Marty. You have the chance to work with Santino Featherland. Me, on the other hand.
Aha.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you be so kind as to help me?
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
Can I, Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Clucking lords.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you'd really like...
I will be, ma'am. Oh, I will be.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Marty, ma'am. Marty MacChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime. I think she must be the receptionist.
Bravo, Mr. Detective.
Why'd you have to be like that all the time?
Well, sometimes I seriously can't decide if you've become totally stupid over the years, or it just entertains you to act that way.
Well, you know, that's a good question.
That's exactly what I mean.
My name is Day-Night Diamond. Welcome to the sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny, and this is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptionally wonderful stripes.
Marty, not now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
You're absolutely right.
We're just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah? We don't have any employees by that name right now, but if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
You hear that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty. Have you been working here long, miss?
Almost 5 years, sir.
And do you like your job?
Very much so. I think it's only worth doing anything if you honestly enjoy it.
You hear that, Sonny? You should take that advice.
I'm on it, Marty. I'm trying to get myself fired if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, and me too.
Collateral damage. Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our establishment.
I see. How regular, if I may ask?
I can't give you any information about that. House policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Touché.
Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No.
Don't you see some familiar names on there?
I do, but everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you. Look, she gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked you about.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you. Please, the ladies will entertain you while you wait. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Much obliged. Is he a bouncer?
May I invite you gentlemen for a drink, perhaps?
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Oh.
Beauty is relative. A fine young gal.
I apologize for the wait. Please, come with me, gentlemen.
So you were successful.
My mistress, Madame Zavas, would like to meet you.
You mean that, Madame Zavas?
As far as I know, there's only one of her, so yes.
Please, miss, take us to her.
With pleasure.
Madame Zavas was a legend in Clawville. Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, former member of the Council of 12, spy master, assassin, businesswoman, and courtesan. To be honest, I didn't even know she was still alive. She's no spring chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother. First Ibn Wessler, now her. Honestly, tonight, it wouldn't surprise me if His Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence. Interesting pieces.
Do you think so? It's the art of my people.
Crocodiles?
There are many kinds of crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland. This is the art of the Nilenites.
Ah, hence the name, the sweltering Nile.
It's a river, Mr. Featherland. My ancestors lived by this river a long time ago.
Ah, interesting.
Thank you.
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time, it's a decoration. A memento.
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
There are books here on quite a variety of topics. There are books here on quite a variety of topics. There are books here on quite a variety of topics. There are books here on...
What a painting. Congratulations, ma'am.
Marty.
Yes. It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old. You know, I was considered pretty then.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks anymore.
I agree, ma'am.
So she is the legendary Madame Zavas. Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Santino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the Chicken Police is always one step ahead of the Chicken Police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here on this night?
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
And the name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but, as I said, discretion.
Look, ma'am, we don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
I swim well, too. As I was saying, it belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these. And our employees, of course.
The employees, too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought so. Yes, thank you. Louis Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Louis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
Thank you for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
This place isn't just our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago. Unity, love, freedom.
Interbreeding?
That too, yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the sweltering Nile?
It does, yes, but I can't tell you more about it. No.
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
Do you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Thank you. Very useful. So she is the legend. Deceit is everything to Zavos. She used to be a spy, so I'm going to take her every word with a grain of salt. Who's behind the legend, Miss Zavos? Who are you, really?
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive. I always was what I had to be.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Well, you see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you? You're not an easy one to fool.
I'm trying to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
Isn't it dangerous being a royalist nowadays?
You know, Mr. Featherland, those that are genuinely dedicated never care about danger. That's something you must know even better than I.
Do you think it's my loyalty that motivates me the most? If you do, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Maybe you're not loyal to the police, Mr. Featherland, but you are to your own principles and ideals. Am I right?
That's true, but you're avoiding the question. Why did you stay in the king's employment after the scandals that are making half the city riot? What makes you still believe so much in the institution of monarchy?
You know, I always adapt, but only to a degree where I still don't have to give up myself and my ideals for the sake of survival.
You'd rather die, then?
Maybe it would seem too dramatic or even romantic to you, but yes, exactly.
I'm sorry to doubt you, but I've always thought your kind was rather compromised.
Do you mean spies or crocodiles?
Spies, of course.
I must disappoint you, but there aren't many groups as loyal and unwavering as the spies, Mr. Featherland.
If you're telling me, ma'am, I believe you. Why did you decide to open a brothel?
You know, this place used to be an orphanage. Then after the Great Avian Plague, a hatchery. Then, young mothers lived here who had nowhere else to go. That's when I took over.
Young mothers and prostitutes. That feels like a sharp turn.
No, it didn't happen like that, of course. The process took 20 years, but one thing remains the same. I wanted to help girls who had nothing and no one. To help them.
And this was the best you could do. Helping them sell their bodies.
You see things very superficially, Mr. Featherland. We're a family who helped each other even at the worst of times, took care of each other, and what's most important, survived. Yes, survive, no matter the cost.
And it's the cherry on top of the most treasured secrets of the rich and famous.
Very insightful, Mr. Featherland. There's truth to that. Knowledge is power, as they say. And we know a lot about powerful animals that could be used as weapons. Or the opposite. That could avert a war.
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but If you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question. Natasha Katsenko.
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right. What gave it away?
It couldn't have been easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret, while someone's threatening her with the exact same thing, leaving rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant, so she was either trying to hide it or destroy it forever, so no one could find out the truth. Am I right so far?
Indeed, Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland. I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Savas is a true survivor, always was, and she's proud of that even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her. Why did you take her in? Maybe you saw yourself in Natasha.
She was only 17 when she knocked on the rear entrance of the brothel on an unusually cold, rainy night. I opened the door myself.
Was Natasha alone?
Yes, completely alone. Her left arm was slashed with an ugly wound, and she was frozen to the bone, barefoot, only a thin nightgown on her.
Did she tell you what happened to her?
After I brought her into the house, warmed her up, and changed her into new clothes, that was the first thing I asked. But no, she didn't tell me. We became very good friends, but I still don't know what happened to her and where she came from, or how she knew about this place and the rear entrance.
And you weren't bothered by all those secrets?
That would have been very hypocritical of me, don't you think? No, it didn't bother me. I make a living out of secrets, Mr. Featherland.
I see. Do you know where Natasha came from before Clawville?
Naturally. The poor dear couldn't even deny it. Even her name's eloquent, her accent, but mostly her manners, Mr. Featherland. She's from Stovos, and she belonged to the upper class of Stovonian social circles. She could barely even speak the language when I first met her.
That's all you know about her. An ex-spy like you must have checked up on her new protege's past.
That's the most exciting thing. Yes, I have. Multiple times putting my most treasured connections to good use. But nobody found anything. Natasha's trail could only be traced back to the Stovonian border. What happened in that country, no one knows.
It's rather curious, don't you think?
It is, Mr. Featherland. Yes, curious. That's why I've always been rather fond of Natasha.
Did it touch you deeply when she left you?
Indeed, it did.
Zavas is protective. It seems she's dedicating her whole life to her proteges. If I concentrate on that, maybe she'll open up to me. why did you let her leave with Wessler?
What else could I have done? Wessler is a handsome, rich, powerful animal, and Natasha fell in love with him. If anything, I know you can't stand in the way of a woman in love. There's nothing more dangerous, Mr. Featherland.
I've been in this job for more than 20 years, but I haven't heard that one before.
You see? You learn something new every day if you have an open mind. Yes.
When was the last time you saw her, Madame Zavas?
Maybe around 2 months ago. There was a ball, attended by Ibn Wessler, his beautiful mate Natasha, and myself. Yes.
Was she herself? Did you feel like she was afraid or worried about something?
On the contrary, she was unrestrained, free, radiant. She was in love. Yes, in her own unique way.
What do you mean?
You know Natasha loves on a different level than most Clawville women. Or most women in the wilderness, in fact. Maybe it's because of the Stovonian origins. Perhaps it's something else.
So you didn't notice anything strange about her?
Well, if anything could be called strange, it was that I saw a woman positively floating above the ground, who previously used to stand on it with 2 feet.
I see. Thank you, madam. How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt? Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment. I would like to show you something that could help you.
Oh, that's excellent news. Thank you. We will wait.
Do you trust her?
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Anyway, now that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just what I was thinking.
These books are here for a reason. They mean something. These books are here for a reason. They mean something. Yes, this is... Beautiful pieces for sure.
hidden door. Who'd have thought?
She is a legendary ex-spy.
Well, this is something I've never understood. Why isn't a key good enough? I mean, you can take that with you, but riddles can be solved by anyone.
I don't think many animals get to be in this room, Marty. And the other thing is...
maybe she wanted us to find it.
exactly what I'm thinking. Who knows? Anyway, we're going in.
This room is not like her at all.
The other must have been for show. Marty, this is the reality. We're talking about a professional spy.
A former spy.
Still, if anyone knows how to mask a real face, it's her.
But you think this is who she really is? Cold, dark, and tiny.
And full of secrets. Ah, names, numbers, dates. Oh, furry gods.
Do you think they all belong to the brothel?
Hell no. Half of it is a matter of national security.
What did we step into?
You know what? I don't care, Marty. I'm too old for conspiracies. The only thing that matters to me is to find out what the furry hell we're doing here.
And what it has to do with Natasha.
Sure.
Ugh, this place gives me the creeps.
Me too. We better get out of here before she comes back. This has got to be it, Marty. Look at the missing page.
Oh, gods. And look at the names.
Yeah, the ladies and their guests.
Damn.
What this means, Marty, is that the most influential people in the city had been Natasha's patrons. Some even from the royal family.
This book could destabilize Clawville.
At least the Clawville we currently know.
You think this is behind everything? Somebody's blackmailing Natasha because of this?
That could easily be the case. But something still doesn't fit. That piece of a painting.
Sonny?
If there's even a small chance of...
Sonny.
What?
There's another familiar name here.
What are you talking about?
Clucking hell, Sonny. Molly?
She was working here too.
It's probably someone else with the same name.
So that's why Natasha told me they'd known each other for a long time.
Look, boss.
I can't believe it. All those stories about her past.
Listen, Bossbird. Molly loved you, right? Isn't that what matters?
Marty, please shut your fucking beak right now or I'll shut it for you.
Okay, boss. I'm sorry, but...
Just shut the cluck up.
We've caught them sneaking around, Miss Diamond, you see?
I see, madam.
No, back off, ladies.
There's no need for this. We don't want trouble.
No, maybe you don't. Unfortunately, trouble has found you, gentlemen.
Madam Zavas, we needed to know the connection. What this place has to do with Natasha. And my wife.
Filthy cops? He's talking gibberish. May I shoot him?
No, not yet, Miss Diamond.
I'd be very sorry to put holes in your lovely striped skin, but believe me, baby, I will. I've always wanted to know if diamonds are bulletproof.
Please, madam. It'll all be over in a second.
No. We have received different orders, Miss Diamond. Stand down.
Oh, I see. The pony does tricks on command. Well, I'm not surprised.
That's enough, Marty. You knew who she was, didn't you? What she meant to me.
Well, well, Mr. Featherland. Aren't you interested in your case anymore? No? All it took was a name from your past, and your professionalism drowned in the mud.
Stop playing games with me, Zavas. What does all this have to do with Molly?
Nothing at all. No, she was just a little bird among the many who sought refuge here.
You forced her into this.
You'd love to hear that, but until she met you, she was one of us. Just another...
You clucking...
Sonny, no!
I think I was dreaming. But it wasn't the kind of dream you'd want to remember. Dark and painful. Then the suffocating smoke woke me. It wasn't fried eggs, that's for sure. Where was I? What happened? That treacherous crocodile. Then I saw Marty, who looked as horrible as I felt. Well, I've always wanted a romantic sea voyage.
God damn it. I knew I shouldn't have gone along with this.
Marty, I told you you could get out any time.
And you knew damn well that I wouldn't. That I would never leave you in deep shit once I've joined you. You knew it, and you still asked me to do it.
Marty, listen.
You're a selfish bastard, Sonny, and you drag everyone around you down with you. How long was it till retirement? 120 days?
121.
But you just couldn't sit still on your ass, could you? Well, take a good look around, boss bird. This is you. And this is what follows you. Just this clucking misery. And dead bodies. Do you understand? You have nothing else to offer but suffering.
Marty.
And feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, you're great at that. I can't believe this shit. We're gonna die here on a goddamn blazing ship like roast chicken. Well, it's dramatic at least, just like you like it.
Marty.
What?
I've almost managed to untie the knot, but if you keep thrashing around like that, we're really gonna die here.
Ah, for cluck's sake, fine. Work your magic. Until then, I'm gonna say all the prayers I know.
You better.
what now?
Now we run and swim.
I can't swim.
Well, you better learn fast or you'll die. I'm not gonna drag your fat ass to the shore if that's what you're hoping.
I shouldn't have brought this many guns with me.
Throw them away then.
Never.
Then they'll drag you down into the deep. Ah, I don't care. I always thought your gun mania would be your undoing.
Cluck you, Sonny.
We have to survive this first.
Well, after you, boss bird.
That furry, fucking clucking gods. Damn.
Yeah.
Listen, Marty.
What?
What you said on the ship.
What about it?
You were right. I knew this would happen. Or something like it. I dragged you into this deliberately. Because I'm not enough on my own.
Sonny, cut the crap.
No, I'm serious. I knew I couldn't do this alone. I needed you to look out for me.
I don't need this, all right? Stop playing the wounded soul. I don't fucking care.
Fair enough. You're right.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking right.
I'll, shut up now.
Good.
You can swim after all.
Yeah. Or the river spat me out.
Well, what about your guns? Did you throw them away?
Hell no. Where they go, I go. And where I go, they're coming with me no matter what.
I'm seriously amazed you're still alive.
Yeah, sure. I think I must have hit my head pretty badly.
Say, isn't that Captain Marsh?
You see him too? Oh, thank the gods.
Ho, 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 lads. What the hairy devil are you doing out here? Isn't it a bit cold for a swim?
It was warm on the ship, at least while it was burning.
I bet it was. Arr!
Hey, Captain, how's it hanging?
It's hanging all right. Arr! What about you lubbers? What was all that ruckus, eh?
Oh, I think someone tried to kill us, Captain. Again.
Come on, Boise. There's nothing new there.
Yeah, old rust can't be scraped away.
Did you see anything, Captain?
Arr! Of course I have. A burning ship. Then two cocks suddenly learned to fly. And even swim, by gad. Oh, what a time to be alive, eh?
You haven't changed a bit, old man.
Sure I haven't. I'm steady, like the Sea of Clawville.
Yeah, except that Clawville doesn't have a sea.
Of course it does, laddie. Just not here in Clawville.
Okay. That's too much for me.
No, I have a feeling this night's just getting started.
We were almost finished.
Yeah.
You don't want to quit, do you?
No, Sonny, I don't.
Thanks, partner.
Yeah.
Clawville. You tried it again, but I'm still alive.
Jeez, what a floating coffin.
Hey, this ship's me everything.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean... Tell me, Captain, do you hang out here all the time?
This behind me is me ship, lads. Or at least, it's a ship I'm living in at the moment. It's not mine, you know.
And what do you do?
I stand here and watch the sea.
The sea? You mean the River Times?
River? Arr, that was a good one, boy.
Okay.
Black car stopped not far from here. A rich-looking car, shiny and all.
Yeah? What else?
Two big lads stepped out of it. One of them was looking like some kind of cow. The other was a cat, a big cat. They were fancy looking at the ship. I don't blame them. It's not something you see every day. I swear on all the saints of the sea. Arr!
Just a wild guess. Was it a ram and a bobcat?
Exactly. Are you friends of theirs?
Well, an acquaintance. It's the bouncer of the Tsar Club, and the goon that was hanging around Ibn.
Plumey gods. Zavas answers to Ibn too. Or at least they're connected.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Easy, old-timer. This Ram fella, what did he do after watching us?
Nothing at all, laddie. When that lovely ship started to sink, they got into their pretty car and got away like bats out of hell.
So they didn't see us swimming to shore?
I wouldn't know that.
What now?
I don't know. We can't go to the station, that's for sure.
We agree on that.
I think I broke a rib or two.
My sight's getting blurry.
Pluck me. You know what this means?
Oh, no. I'd rather go blind than go to Bubo's.
We have to, pal.
I'm not your pal, especially after tonight.
Come on, we got no choice.
Well, we survived the burning ship. I guess we'll survive the madman too.
Don't be so optimistic. Do you know anything about the place called the Sweltering Nile?
Of course I do, me boys. But they don't really tolerate folks like me there.
Not surprised. Have you heard anything unusual about it?
Sure I have. They have the most beautiful wenches there, laddie. Like sirens of the sea. And they're willing to do anything for you. If only I were a spring chicken like ye are, I'd be already running over there.
Well, actually, Captain, that's where we came from.
On a burning ship? Bloody hell. You know how to live, lads.
We're doing our best, Captain.
Hey, you be! Arr!
Have you heard the name Madame Zavas?
When I was young like ye, they were talking about a gorgeous crocodile with that name. Aye, beautiful and deadly. Just how I like my women.
Me too.
It's her, yeah. Less beautiful now, but just as deadly.
She has something to do with the burning ship, eh?
You're quite the detective.
So I've been told.
But seriously, have you seen anything?
Of course I have. I'm always watching, my lad. Just ask me, what do you want to know?
Bubo used to work at the PD as a coroner and pathologist. Then a couple of limbs and organs went missing, and the morphine stock suspiciously depleted, so the force said goodbye to him. He then set up a private practice, but lost his license pretty quick. Now he's doing something that vaguely resembles medicine, fixing up gangsters and bent coppers. Or pigeons like us. I hadn't seen the doc since he had to pick a dozen pellets out of my drumstick. Thanks, Marty.
Well, well. Look who the cat dragged in. The one and only chicken coppers in the rotting flesh.
Good evening to you too, old owl.
Aw, has he shot you again?
Not yet.
Ha ha, it is to laugh. I just need a strong painkiller, and since we're already here, some information too.
Well, then I hope your pockets are full.
We just crawled out of the river, so if it's all right with you, I can pay with a pocket full of mud.
Well, I owe you one anyway.
One? Don't make me laugh, Bubo. You're indebted to us for the rest of your life.
Okay, tell me what's wrong and do it fast. It's a busy night. On New Year's Eve, animals love to shoot or even eat each other.
Tell me about it. Tonight's starting to remind me of the bloody New Year's Eve.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Did you come here to cry me a river? Spit it out. Then get your wobbly waddles out of here. Ursula will be home soon.
Charming as ever, old bird. Who's that?
Who? Oh, he's my father.
Your what?
Why are you so surprised? He gave his body to science.
Then what's he doing here?
Hoo. You're a hilarious guy.
That was a good one, Sonny.
Yeah, thanks.
Huh. Two infantile monkeys.
So, this, skeleton, is it really your old man, Bubo?
What if it is?
Nothing, just asking.
What do you think? Is this a medical illustration or the good doc's dinner?
Unfortunately, the two are often one and the same.
Ugh.
Hey, did you draw this, Doc?
Very funny. Are you here to sightsee or what?
We don't have anything better to do at the moment, so...
I'm laughing myself to death.
It's almost unbelievable that Bubo was once a real doctor.
Like in the cave of the vampire bat in those horror movies.
You're right. I think all of these are illegal, or worse.
Occult magic.
Demonology.
Perverse desires.
Unholy dealings.
Would you two shut the cluck up?
Are these for sale, old man? I was thinking about going into black magic myself.
Of course. You can have them for your liver. I love chicken liver.
Ugh, I just had to ask.
Don't even joke about that, Marty. He's not.
Ugh, I know.
This is just for decoration, right? Somehow I can't picture you playing the classics.
It's Ursula's, not mine. She plays beautifully.
I can imagine.
Hey, shut your beak or I'm gonna sew it shut for you.
All right, calm down.
I can only play one song on the piano. Molly wrote it. She loved to play music.
Oh, yuck. It's soaked with blood. Fresh blood.
I was operating on someone a few minutes ago.
Totally sober, huh?
More or less.
Probably less.
My hands tremble if I don't drink, okay? Just leave me alone.
Have you considered that he may make us lie down here?
I'm sure as hell not gonna lay on that. I'd rather bleed to death twice.
I'm with you there, pal. You look pretty good, old man. You want a formaldehyde diet?
Your humor hasn't changed. Worn and out of style.
Just like you, Boobo.
Spit it out. What do you want from me? I have a busy night.
Busy?
I had to patch up 2 muscleheads a few minutes ago. Of course, they ran off and didn't pay.
What muscleheads?
Wait, let me guess. A ram and a bobcat.
How did you know?
Shit. What was their problem? Why did they come here?
The bobcat's hand was badly burned and something had sliced the ram.
Well, it's not an easy job to haul 2 unconscious roosters onto an abandoned ship and then set it on fire.
What have you gotten yourselves into again, you fools?
You don't say.
Well, in this case, it was nice to know you, gentlemen.
Don't celebrate in advance, Doc. As you can see, we're not so easy to kill.
Just tell us everything you know. And give us some strong painkillers.
Well, all right. Ask away. But I must warn you. If Ursula comes home and sees you here, she'll either kick you out or maul you to death.
Joking aside, how are you, Doc? Long time no see.
Oh, you should get shot more often, then you'd see me more.
Yeah, right. I'm on it.
I'm still alive. Clawville's still standing, to my surprise. Ursula still bears with me, to my even greater surprise. What else can I say?
You don't need anything else then, right?
You know, I could use a big house, a normal job, and a ton of money. And it'd be great if that ridiculous King Hector would finally resign from the throne.
So you still support the Separatists?
Wow, this old owl's heart is beating.
But your life partner is a bear.
Not a problem as long as I don't marry her.
You're a goddamn hypocrite, Bubo.
Why, thank you.
What does this tell you, Bubo?
That you tore off the corner of a painting?
Not that. What do you make of it?
That somewhere a painting is missing a corner.
Don't cluck with me, old man.
I'm not. I'm completely serious.
Then, thanks for the help.
Don't mention it.
Love is still in the air, I see.
I'm a prisoner, boys.
Yeah, the prisoner of your stupidity.
Easy for you to say. You can't get rid of a woman like her so easily.
Why? Because she's a bear and weighs a ton?
No. Because no matter how much I hate her, I still love her more than anything.
Aw, touching.
Hold your tongue, MacChicken.
What do you know about Madame Zavas and her affairs?
Zavas, huh? Who? That woman's probably even more dangerous than Ibn Wessler himself.
Oh, great news.
Is there some kind of link between them?
Ibn's contacts span the entire city, and his new girlfriend, that Natasha, worked in the brothel once.
How do you know that?
Everybody knows.
Oh, great. We almost died for that information.
Why didn't you ask?
Just shut up, okay? So that Ram and his partner, did they talk about something? About the plans, where they're going next?
The Bobcat didn't say a word, he just growled. But the Ram couldn't shut up, and he talks like a butler or something. He's got a very strange vocabulary, I must say.
What did they say, Bubo? Get to the point.
After they've done the job, killing you, I guess, they said they have to kill a rat, too.
A rat?
Figuratively. An informer. Someone who spilled the beans and hurt Mr. Wessler's interests.
An informer?
They called him a sneaky little bastard, too, if that helps.
That's gotta be Zip.
Of course, Zip. Damn it.
Well, then that flea bag's done for.
Hold your horses, Marty. Zip is like a cockroach, practically immortal.
I guess. We gotta help him then.
I'm afraid you're right. We still owe him one.
One?
I didn't even hear that, Bubo. So, who tried to get us out of the way, and why? Zavas is in cahoots with Ibn Wessler. But why? Just because Natasha used to work at that place? Wants to hide Natasha's past. Or maybe it was Natasha herself. But what does it have to do with Zip? Why do they want to kill the raccoon? Zip knows something or has something that can unveil Natasha and Ibn's secret. We need to find out what it is.
Sonny, there's something else. Your car is here behind the building. Ursula covered it with a tarp.
What? Why?
She saw it in front of the brothel. And she also saw the madam's girls trying to take it apart.
Furry gods. What did she do to them?
Well, a couple of dames with guns are not enough to scare my dear Ursula, that's for sure. But relax. She didn't tear them to pieces. She just chased them off and got away with your car.
You know, for once, that's wonderful news.
Yeah, I wore my legs down to get here.
Warmest regards to Ursula when she gets back, Doc. She may have saved our lives.
Of course I will. Now, cluck off, will you?
Ah, you're the best, Boobo.
I know. Will you kindly get lost? Well, just get on with it.
Have a little patience, Owl. Do you keep the dead bodies and your stolen morphine stash here?
The morphine's long gone.
Oh, poor Boobo.
Watch your beak, Martin.
We're busted, boss.
Yeah, the boys were quite fast, I admit.
What are we gonna tell them? Any chance we were just joyriding around here?
Not much. That's why they're gonna believe it.
You think so?
Just watch and learn, cub. Hey, boys. I see you're working hard.
Hey, what about you? What the hell are you doing here?
And we were just driving through when we saw the party.
And who are you trying to feed that bullshit to?
Yeah, we're not eating that, Sonny.
This isn't your neighborhood. So, out with it. Why are you here?
Pull back the spikes. What's going on? Just fill us in, Phil.
Oh,
Young girl, around 25 to 30 years old. Pretty? Some kind of dough or something?
Impala, you moron.
Aye, she was an Impala indeed, fellas. Wait, how do you know that, Marty?
One of the officers mentioned it. Don't blow your top, okay? Carry on. We don't have all night.
So, the girl was naked. There's no trace of predation. We don't even know how she died. It's the coroner's day off.
Huh. Another thing that only happens in Clawville, huh?
Which reminds me, what are you even doing here?
We're securing the area.
Yeah, I can see that.
I beg your pardon, Marty.
I said have a nice time doing nothing, boys. I mean, should we blow out the tires, boss?
What the hell's gotten into you, Marty?
Huh?
Sorry, guys. Crime scene. You can come in if you want, Marty, but unfortunately, Sonny counts as a civilian.
It's all right, Bosco. We understand. Anyway, I don't think whatever's in there would surprise us much.
What? Why'd you say that?
Oh, nothing. We've just heard what's going on. It's one ugly case.
Yeah, she was young and full of life. At least I think so. Sometimes I feel like I'm too old for this shit, you know.
What are you doing here anyway? I heard there wasn't any predation here. It's a simple murder case, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be, but the city's too busy tonight. We simply don't have enough officers on duty to cover everything.
Yes, it does.
So everyone's doing everything, eh?
And nothing. Not what they should, anyway. But you know, I'm not even here. I just stepped in to take a look at the case for the boss. I'm already heading back to the PD.
We just happen to be around here too, so we'll be on our way now.
See you soon?
Yeah, afraid so.
Well, looks like the party's over.
Yeah, it looks like it. And just when I was starting to get into the mood.
Damn it. I thought I was gonna see you shake a tail feather tonight, boss.
Yeah, let's not go that far.
I could already smell you boys.
Ah, hello, Morty. What's up? Are you lost, old lizard?
Me? Lost? No way.
If I'm not mistaken, your rickety little shack isn't this way, Morty. It's miles away from here.
Don't you worry about me, you overgrown eggs. I know where the road's taking me.
Jeffy threw you out again, huh?
Don't you worry about that either, pal.
That little bastard. All right, listen, Mort. I'll talk to Lewis for you, okay? Luckily, he's right here.
Don't bother because of me, sonny boy. It's nothing. I can walk.
No worries. I just want your legend to live on, lizard wizard. Hey, Lewis. Here again?
I just left something here, Sonny, but nothing important.
Are you sure everything's all right, Lewis? You seem, distracted.
I'm fine, Sonny. Don't you worry about me. What are you doing here anyway? You look quite battered.
Yeah, we got both hot and cold tonight. Literally and at the same time. But we're alive, and we're hoping maybe we can find Natasha here.
I'm sorry, Sonny. I haven't seen her since her performance.
Well, thanks. Keep your eyes open, all right?
And my ears.
Listen, Lewis, I need some help. A favor.
Sonny, you know, for you, anything, my friend. 5 times a day, even.
Okay, I deserve that.
So, how can I assist you? Again.
You know old Morty, right?
Yes, I know him.
I know he's not a saint, and he doesn't smell like flowers. His manners are disgraceful.
And he drinks a lot?
He's friends with weirdos.
And he's in and out of jail?
So we know he's not an easy character, but he has nowhere to go. And he is an old friend. Or something like that.
So, he needs a room.
You guessed it, pal.
Well, no problem, gentlemen. I can handle that.
Thanks, Lewis. Again. I don't know how many times. Much obliged.
Don't mention it. One day I'm gonna ask you for a favor in return.
Anything, long ears. If you see anything interesting, will you tell us, pal?
Of course, Sonny. I'll keep my eyes and ears open.
Great. Thanks, buddy. You can bunk at the Atlas with Lewis for a while, Mort, but only on one condition.
Tell me, Sonny boy, anything.
Leave that little chihuahua, or we'll have to pay him a visit and strangle the little rat. Oh, and finally, visit the hospice, okay? They're gonna help you there.
Okay. You convinced me, Birdie. I'll do it.
Both?
Both. Just leave me alone, okay?
Take care, lizard wizard.
Yes. You too.
Look at what the wind of the sea dragged in. Our gull friend in the flesh.
I can't believe it. Is this guy everywhere?
The gull sees farthest who flies highest, Marty.
Yeah, that guy's never given up, that's clucking sure.
Hey there, Timster. Long time no see.
Hey, boys. What a lovely surprise.
Do you also have a deja vu, Sonny? It's like all of this had already happened, isn't it?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
I wasn't following you boys, I swear.
We never said you were, Timbo. But what exactly are you doing here? It's a little far away from Roachtown.
Okay, I confess. I was following you. But I simply had to know what this is all about and how it's gonna end. It's my job, after all. But you have to understand, pals.
We're not your pals, Tim. And I'm telling you for the last time, get the clock off our backs, or it's gonna end up a lot different for you than you'd think.
Ah, that's harsh. Even from you, Sonny. Did something happen? Did you...
Make him stop, Marty, or I'm gonna twist his beak off.
Hey, okay, I get it. Yeah, my beak is sealed, and I'm gonna keep it low.
Very good. You're not so stupid after all, Tim. You must have been just pretending.
That's a good one, Sonny.
I'd be grateful if you didn't follow us.
Ho-ho! Is that the chicken place?
Hello, Hercule. Good to see you here.
I'm always here, lads.
The sun shines, the rain falls.
Just like that, Matt.
Listen, Hercule.
Wait, Sonny boy. Let me guess. Maybe, I don't know. Ah, I got it. You need some information.
You guessed, Uncle. How did you do that?
Years of practice, Sonny boy. Now, tell me, lads, what's the matter?
We're just sniffing around a bit, Uncle Mullen. You know us.
You just can't sit still in your asses, can you? It's all right. So, tell me, what would you like to know? Uncle Mullen helps where he can.
Thanks, old pal. What a night we're having. We even ran into Bubo.
And you're still alive? Give praise to the great wild ones, lads.
We do.
What's going on with the old owl? He didn't tell us much about himself.
I hear the old owl's doing quite all right, since more and more cops step outside the line and more gangsters shoot themselves in the foot.
Busy days, huh?
Something's coming, lads. It's in the air, and I can feel it in me beaver bones, too.
Yeah, we feel it as well, Uncle Mullen.
We managed to run into Philmar, too.
Good old Phil, huh? I've heard he's not been doing so well of late.
He didn't look so good, that's for sure.
At the age of the private eye is over, lads. Now animals either sue each other or turn to the local crime lords.
Oh. Phil would never admit to that. He's too much of a romantic.
Are we still talking about Philmar?
What the hell is Tim doing here?
You're still angry at him then? He's not really a bad fowl, and he simply idolizes you. Be gentle with him.
It's not adoration, it's an obsession, and I can't bear obsessive people.
Then how exactly can you bear Martin?
Hey, old man.
The exception that proves the rule, right?
If I'm obsessed, then what are you, boss bird?
Oh, that's different. I have no other choice but to be with myself.
The toughest prison on the planet, right?
Get a room, you two.
Listen, Hercule, what do you know about Madame Zavas?
Why do I have the feeling you're not interested in her girls?
Because you know us, Uncle.
I hope you didn't mess with her. The old Cayman has a rather bad reputation, to put it mildly.
Crocodile. But you're right. We shouldn't have messed with the old gal. She set fire to a ship with us in it.
Boys, I've heard she loves drama, but that is a whole other level.
Yeah, right. We barely got out alive.
What else should I tell you about her then? Maybe try not to anger her, if that's possible.
Thanks. Good advice. Yeah, if only my back was the same.
You're...